we doing, folks? This is the Pop Music Freak back again with another song facts countdown video. Good morning, wake up. I didn't have enough coffee. All right. Anyway, 920 is where we are. We're 80 songs in to the top 1,000. I hope you're enjoying this ride so far. This has been a lot of fun. Number 920, my friends, is the second appearance in the top 1,000 by Bob Seger. We heard him back in 928 with Old Time Rock and Roll. Here he is now at number 920 with Mainstreet. I love this song. I probably should have ranked it a little higher. I don't know why I didn't. Maybe because it wasn't as big of a hit as Night Moves, which was the single preceding it. Maybe. I don't know. Anyway, it's a good song. I'm sure most of you agree. It's a very good song. Those of you Bob Seger fans love it. So, let me get into the song facts for this song. Mainstreet is a song written and recorded by Bob Seger and the Silver Bullet Band. It was released in April of 1977 as the second single from the album Night Moves. The song peaked at number 24 on the U.S. Billboard Hot 100 and has since become a staple of classic rock radio. The song also reached number 1 in Canada. Number 1 in Canada. Took off in Canada. Lyrics and music. Seger has stated that the street he was singing about is Ann Street, just off Main Street in Ann Arbor, Michigan, where he grew up. There was a pool hall where they had girls dancing in the window and R&B bands playing on the weekends. He stated, again, that's going back to the Night Moves situation where I was writing about my high school years in Ann Arbor and what it was like, the discovery, the total naivety, and fresh-faced openness that I went through. It was sort of an entire awakening of my life. Before that, I was kind of a quiet, lonesome kid. Seger later expanded on the origins of the song. Just like Night Moves, that song rings true. What do they tell you about writing? They say you have to write about what you know. I grew up near that street corner. My older brother was in a lot of trouble, and I was not. My parents always called me the good one, and they did. And they said, you're the one we can trust. So at age 10, 11, 12, I was able to walk through Ann Arbor until midnight if I felt like it. There was a club, and this blues band from Chicago named Washboard Willie was playing there. In the window of this club, there were people dancing, and occasionally there would be a beautiful girl dancing in the window. And at my age, you was starting to wake up to girls. I would sit out there and watch through the window and listen to this great R&B. I'm looking and I'm listening and thinking, this is what I want to do with my life. Club was very lively, and to a 12, 13-year-old, that was pretty cool. I love the groove because it's Chicago blues. And the women are dancing, and he's starting to think the women are looking pretty good. So all that stuff ended up becoming the elements for the song Mainstreet. Ultimate classic rock critic Jed Gottlieb cites Mainstreet as an example of Seger's love for beautiful losers. He notes that Seger sings about a dancer in a downtown dive rather than the waitress, prom queens, or college girls who would be the subject of other singers' songs. And he notes that unlike in other singers' songs, the singer doesn't try to save or run away with the girl, but is content to just watch her walk by. Billboard felt that the imagery used by the singer to remember his love for the bar dancer was reminiscent of Van Morrison. Billboard also found the organ counterpoint to be clever. Cashbox compared it to Night Moves, saying that this haunting ballad hits home with the same emotive chording, expressive vocalization, and dramatic close. It is in the key of D. During live performances, the iconic Pete Carr guitar intro was replaced with a sax intro. So, looking at it, yes, Bob Seger recorded this with Muscle Shoals rhythm section. Barry Beckett was the keyboardist, Pete Carr, lead guitar and acoustic guitar, Roger Hawkins, drums and percussion, David Hood, bass, and Jimmy Johnson, rhythm guitar. I just wanted to note that the lead guitar and acoustic guitar player, Pete Carr, ended up teaming up with LeBlanc and Carr, forming LeBlanc and Carr, basically just after this recording was done, this album was completed. And they would end up having one big hit, a ballad called Falling in 1978, and then that would be it, and then he'd go back to being a session musician. But the timing was good. It was like after this success, he decided to venture into his own thing. He wanted to record too. So there you go. Now, as for reception for the song, VH1's Mike McPadden selected Mainstreet as one of Seger's 10 most essential songs, describing it as a sad, sweet, soulful, and even spooky for how it evokes the emotions of a hopeful but frustrated young man watching a woman he's too scared to approach. McPadden particularly praises the keyboard playing for how it complements the song's melancholy mood. Classic rock history contributor Janie Roberts also selected Mainstreet as one of Seger's top 10 songs, particularly praising the opening guitar line and describing the song as an ode to the romantic back streets of hope and despair, similar to those on Bruce Springsteen's Born to Run album. So, looking again at the chart performance, as I mentioned, in the Hot 100, it peaked at number 24 in 1977 and hit number 1 in Canada. Also hit number 19 on the Cashbox Top 100 chart. And for the year in Canada, it ended up ranked number 52 for the year. In the USA, it actually went gold, selling 500,000 copies as a single. So, I guess in this case it was a matter that maybe it didn't get as enough radio airplay because it didn't really catch fire like Night Moves did out of the box. That might explain why it only got to number 24 here, even though, and in my mind, it was a bigger hit, and it is definitely one of the better tunes Bob Seger's recorded, certainly. All right, so those are the song facts for song number 920 on my list, Mainstreet by Bob Seger. I hope you enjoyed this video. I am going to post a link to the video in the description. I hope you liked the video. I hope you share it. I hope you subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And then if you hit that box, that bell on the bottom right, that will let you know when my next videos are coming up. Alright, so I thank you all so much for watching this. Let's see, I might be able to get one more in today. Okay, so thank you so much, and I wish you peace and love.